The generosity dude. Oh, y'all told us to check out this video right here, which is called The Worst Place to Live.
The worst place to live.
Take him to Detroit. No! No, not Detroit! No! No, please! Anything but that! No!
Alright, I'm gonna go straight into this. The earth is pretty garbage. I can't imagine it once being a beautiful haven where life and nature were one with each other in harmony. That just sounds like a fantasy. Now it's divided, polluted, and just plain old gross to live in. We live in a fatherless time right now, and that goes for every place around the world. Speaking of places, almost every region and country on this earth has many flaws, so much so that it makes me think, why do people even live there? Some of these places are equal to living in literal hell, and as someone who lives in the United States, the land of the annoying and the home of the obese, I know what true despair looks like. I know how to tell the difference between each dumpster I've stayed at, and since I do, in this video I'll be listing some of the worst places to live at on planet Sheen, whether it be a country, or a city, or a supermarket. First place I'll be talking about is the US. Let's just get the obvious out the way. The United States is a chaotic mess. The people here are some of the most closed-minded people to ever learn to read and write, and that part is debatable. In this place, you can't agree to disagree. You have to pick a side. You're either on the socially popular acceptable side, or you're looked at as the villain, no in betweens. No, it's like that in other places now, but we're the ones that started it and pushing it down everyone's throats. Second, the shootings. Nowhere is safe. I hate the fact that every time I walk into a movie theater, I always look for the emergency exit, just in case there's some dude that recently got rejected by his crush decides, time to go nuts. I'm sick of it. And not that every place here is bad. There's some heat here. You know, there's NYC, DC, Jersey, Georgia, Florida. That's it. Everything else can disappear. California is literally one of the worst places on this planet. Chicago is full of young boy fans, you know, those radioactive people. Arizona, you're gonna die of heat exhaustion. Detroit, you're gonna come back to no house. And there's literally nothing in this area, in this middle of the United States. There's nothing there. Nothing. Like, what's that misery? Misery? Because you're gonna be miserable living there. I've said my piece of living in this trash can of a country. I'm gonna move to the moon. Next up on my list, we have 7-Eleven. Not necessarily living inside a 7-Eleven, but living around one. Why 7-Elevens? Because the most janky people show up there. Everybody has been to a 7-Eleven where there's either a crackhead or a homeless person hanging around there. And since it's a 7-Eleven, it's gonna get robbed at least twice a year. Living around such a place will most definitely suck and lower your property value. Just to let you know, if a 7-Eleven opens next to your neighborhood, you're basically living in the projects now. Get out while you still can, because your town is slowly gonna turn into Brazil. Next worst place, a very real place to live in, Bikini Bottom. I don't know what it is about this place, but when I'm watching the show, it looks like a very frustrating place to live in. Whether it's living in between these two dumbasses or just live in the city, you're gonna have a bad life. Because every fish in this show is just to everybody. Like, you could just be vibing and then they start roasting you out of nowhere. It's not Mr. Krabs' fault that he has big meaty claws. He was just playing an instrument. He's just born like that too. Bikini Bottom is literally the Birmingham of the ocean. Not to mention, the city gets destroyed every now and then. Whether that be from SpongeBob and Patrick or a god doing it, the city gets burned down basically every season. How can insurance companies even exist with this happening so often? Plus, the only two options to eat at are the Krusty Krab and the Chum Bucket. And the Krusty Krab be having new recipes every other episode. You can't trust it. It's gonna be a completely different burger the next day. And the Chum Bucket is... The food is unedible at these places 90% of the time. This is a horrible place to live. The people here are jackasses, SpongeBob and Patrick exist, and your house will probably be destroyed. Bikini Bottom sucks. Plus it's underwater. You can't even breathe. Next is the Cars universe. Now, if you're not a car, you just a normal dude, it'll kind of suck living here. Everybody has a car or a truck, and if you just a dude, how do you get anywhere? Do you just go inside one of these cars and start driving? That sounds weird. Plus, it's only cars, and how do you know, do a car? Like, you gotta look for the car ussy or the cussy. Or, what am I supposed to call these things? You can't form a relationship with a car. This ain't TLC. And also, I'm about to go environmentalist. But imagine the carbon footprint these guys are leaving in the atmosphere. Because they're all vehicles. They're all cars. The ozone layer is just black at this point. These guys are ruining the environment, and you wouldn't want to live in that. I think the Cars universe is a bust. I'd rather live in a bus. Next worst place to live in, North Korea. I feel like that's self-explanatory. Up next, Gotham. In superhero universes, any place where the superhero lives at, or where they all meet up, is the most dangerous place on Earth. New York City in the Marvel universe is basically World War II every day. And Gotham ain't much better. In fact, it has even more criminals than any other. There's literal psychopaths going around and killing people and blowing shit up all the time. And the city's best hero is a vigilante who doesn't even kill them, just so they can break out of prison and continue the cycle of high crime statistics. You can't even go to work right in a subway in this city without worrying about the Riddler blowing up the whole train for his Twitch stream just because he got 2 gifted subs. I'm not dying for the Riddler's 7-viewer Twitch stream. You can't even have a night out in this city because every fun place with a lot of people inside, like a club or a party, is bound to get blown up by a village. The safest place is your house, and I'm positive the housing market in Gotham is non-profitable. I can probably get a 3-bedroom apartment for $10 in this city. They're just giving houses away because no one wants to live there. Hell, I could probably buy a mansion next to Bruce Wayne's house for $100. It doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna die next month because of the next bi-weekly Joker terrorist attack. And that's just gonna be the normal Monday for everybody. Your normal days will change living here. You're gonna hear shooting and explosions outside, look and say, there goes Joker again, blowing up the children's hospital. Whatever, let me get back to my FIFA. That's your new routine. This place sucks. It's horrible. It makes the GTA verse look like the Wonder Pets verse. You should never live in Gotham. But, do you know what's worse than Gotham?
What is worse?
Worse than Bikini Bottom? Worse than anything I've mentioned beforehand. It's a place where nightmares come to life. A place where the most nefarious live, the evil is evil, the bad is bad. A place of true terror.
What make-believe place you talking about?
I'm talking about England. This is the most uncivilized, broken country on this planet. England is a country that is run by barbaric cavemen and women that we call British people. But since I don't see them as equal in any way, shape, or form, I personally call them braggers. Their education is bankrupt. Their society is still in the Stone Age. Their technology is non-existent. They still haven't invented toothpaste yet. They made James Corden. They gave us the boring-ass version of The Office. This is the worst place on planet Earth! And I've been to England myself. I got first-hand experience on what it's like to be in a 9th world country. And it's exactly what you expect. It stinks! The food is unedible. The fanciest dish they have is beans on toast. This is orphanage food. I can't eat this. They play soccer. They drink tea. They still have a queen. These guys are not real. They still living in the 1600s. You guys lost. Get over it. They can't be real because I don't even understand them when they speak. They speak certain dialect like splendid, crumpets. Like, those are not words. These people are ruining the climate. They're taking our jobs and they're ruining the world. And I'm pretty sure I got an STD while I was over there. I'm never going back. It would be better if everything disappeared. Everyone disappeared. Tom Holland disappeared.
Everybody in Hollywood
He's making it sound way worse than it actually is. He's not joking about the cuisine in England. I'm telling you, man.
On the
you
worst places to live. Leave a like, subscribe, or don't. In conclusion, I'm dead inside. How much money you got?
A lot.
How many problems you got?
A lot.
How many people done doubted you?
A lot.
Left you about to rock?
A lot.
How many pray that you flop?
A
How
lot.
many lawyers you got?
alive.
Alright, that's generosity. But this is my first time watching it, and I can honestly say I was kind of scared. I thought it was
I swear that sound like